The whispers are getting louder, and Washington is rattled tonight. According to sensational reports flooding tabloids and gossip blogs, Melania and Donald Trump may be facing their biggest storm yet, with rumors of a looming divorce shaking political circles and sparking chaos across social media. It allegedly began with Melania's recent absence from key public events. Fans noticed the distance, critics highlighted the tension, and soon the internet was ablaze with speculation. Could the first couple of controversy really be headed for a dramatic split? Insiders claim heated arguments have erupted behind closed doors, with ultimatums flying and emotions running high. Tabloids are already running wild with headlines like Melania's breaking point and Trump dynasty in jeopardy. Supporters insist the rumors are overblown, while critics argue it's a long time coming. Families are debating it at dinner tables, pundits are dissecting it on live TV, and fans are shocked at every new twist that emerges. Now the world is asking, are these just baseless whispers designed to stir drama, or is the Trump marriage really on the verge of collapse? Stick with us, because the alleged betrayals, explosive arguments, and shocking family reactions only get more dramatic from here. It always starts with the small things, the missing appearances, the subtle glances, the long silences that say more than words ever could. And for Donald and Melania Trump, the small things quickly snowballed into whispers that have now shaken political circles across the globe. The first spark came when Melania skipped several high-profile events where she was expected to be by Donald's side. Cameras captured him walking onto stages alone, waving to crowds, while Melania's absence left reporters buzzing. At first, excuses were floated: scheduling conflicts, prior commitments, privacy. But the explanations felt thin. Social media immediately latched onto the trend, fueling hashtags like them. Fans were shocked. Emotions ran high. For some, her absence was proof of tension. For others, it was simply Melania asserting her independence. Yet the chatter only grew when, at one event, Donald was caught muttering under his breath after being asked about her absence. She has her own life. The clip went viral, dissected frame by frame, every syllable analyzed like a piece of evidence. Tabloids ran with the story. Headlines screamed, "Cracks in the Trump marriage," and Melania's silent protest. Talk shows turned the rumors into primetime drama, with pundits speculating that this was more than just missed appearances. This was the beginning of the end. And then came the alleged leaks. According to one gossip blog, an insider close to Melania claimed she had grown exhausted by the constant scandals and the relentless media spotlight. She told friends she wants peace, not another circus, the source reportedly said. Whether the quote was true or not, it spread like wildfire, becoming the centerpiece of countless debates. Fans gasped, critics smirked, and political commentators couldn't resist framing it as a crisis not just for a marriage, but for Trump's brand itself. Meanwhile, the public reacted with a mix of sympathy and schadenfreude. Supporters begged Melania to stand by her man, while critics hailed her as a woman finally reaching her breaking point. TikTokers dramatized the alleged argument, complete with actors in Melania's stoic style and Trump's trademark bluster. Memes flooded Instagram, with captions like "Even Melania's had enough," plastered over red carpet photos of the couple looking distant. The family dynamic allegedly grew tense as well. Insiders claimed Ivanka tried to mediate, urging Melania to keep things quiet for the sake of appearances. Don Jr. allegedly dismissed the whispers as media garbage, while Eric reportedly muttered, "What if it's true?" That line, "true or not," was enough to spark another viral wave online. By this point, the whispers had evolved into a roaring conversation. Every move Melania made was scrutinized. When she posted a cryptic Instagram of a white rose with the caption, "Peace is priceless," the internet erupted. Fans flooded the comments with speculation. Is this a hint? Is she leaving? Tabloids framed it as a veiled message, while political commentators laughed nervously at how much attention a single flower photo had drawn. Even celebrities weighed in. One actress tweeted, "Melania deserves better. Free her." A late-night host joked, "Melania's missing appearances? That's not news, that's a vacation." The jabs kept the rumor alive, making it impossible to escape. As the frenzy grew, so did the alleged details. Some insiders whispered that Melania had been consulting with lawyers just in case. Others claimed Trump himself was furious at the speculation, demanding to know who is leaking from inside. Gossip sites even suggested that Barron, though quiet and private, was aware of the tension and allegedly told a friend, "I just want peace." The internet latched onto that line, painting him as the quiet victim of a public circus. What started as subtle absences had erupted into a storm. The whispers of divorce were everywhere, in tabloids, on talk shows, across social media feeds, even in political commentary. Whether fact or fabrication, the rumor had taken on a life of its own. The world wasn't just asking if Donald and Melania were headed for divorce. The world was asking, what happens to Trump's empire if they are? And as insiders hinted at, deeper betrayals, louder arguments, and shocking ultimatums, it was clear that the story was only just beginning. When whispers of divorce strike an ordinary family, the fallout is often contained to living rooms and quiet arguments. But when those whispers surround Donald and Melania Trump, the fallout doesn't just stay at home. It becomes a spectacle that ripples across politics, business, and celebrity culture. By the second week of the rumor storm, the focus shifted. From missed appearances and cryptic posts to the people closest to them, the Trump family itself. Alleged insiders claimed the mood inside Mar-a-Lago was icy. The family, usually so focused on appearances, was reportedly fractured over how to handle the speculation. Melania, according to sources, was cold and distant. Donald, furious at the headlines, was said to be pacing hallways at night, railing against traitors and fake leaks. Meanwhile, the children allegedly found themselves caught in the crossfire. Ivanka, once viewed as her father's closest ally, was allegedly playing peacemaker. According to one gossip column, she privately urged Melania to hold things together until the rumors blew over. "This isn't about love, this is about optics," Ivanka reportedly said. "You both know what's at stake." But Melania, according to the same report, wasn't having it. The alleged exchange spread online like wildfire, with TikTokers dramatizing Ivanka's sleek pragmatism against Melania's icy detachment. Fans were shocked. Emotions ran high. Even Ivanka's supposed defense of her father was interpreted as self-serving rather than protective. Don Jr., on the other hand, was allegedly livid. According to gossip blogs, he considered the divorce whispers a media hit job and demanded the family go on the offensive. "We need to crush this, not tiptoe around it," he allegedly told his siblings. But even his bravado had cracks. One report claimed he was overheard muttering, "If she leaves, what happens to the brand? What happens to us?" Eric, as always, became the internet's comic relief. One gossip outlet reported him asking, "Wait, does this mean Dad would be single again?" The line, real or not, instantly turned into meme gold, with Twitter users joking about Trump joining dating apps or starring in a Bachelor White House edition spinoff. But the most poignant part of the family fracture centered on Barron. Though kept private, whispers swirled that he was feeling the tension. According to one supposed friend, Barron allegedly said, "I just don't want people laughing at us anymore." That line spread like wildfire, sparking sympathy across social media. Fans reposted it with captions like "Protect Barron at all costs" and "The real victim of the circus." Beyond the immediate family, Melania's own circle allegedly grew more vocal. Some claimed her parents had urged her to leave, tired of seeing her humiliated. "You've done your duty," her mother allegedly told her. "Now do what makes you happy." And then there were the whispers about legal consultations. One tabloid claimed Melania had been spotted meeting with a high-profile divorce attorney in New York. The report was never confirmed, but that didn't matter. Headlines like Melania's exit plan and Trump marriage on the brink were plastered everywhere. Political commentators debated whether a divorce could hurt Trump's influence, with one analyst saying, "It would be catastrophic, not politically, but personally. His brand is strength, and divorce screams weakness." The drama reached another level when alleged transcripts of a heated family argument surfaced. The alleged exchange spread online like wildfire, with TikTokers dramatizing Ivanka's sleek pragmatism against Melania's icy detachment. Fans were shocked. Emotions ran high. Even Ivanka's supposed defense of her father was interpreted as self-serving rather than protective. Don Jr., on the other hand, was allegedly livid. According to gossip blogs, he considered the divorce whispers a media hit job and demanded the family go on the offensive. "We need to crush this, not tiptoe around it," he allegedly told his siblings. But even his bravado had cracks. One report claimed he was overheard muttering, "If she leaves, what happens to the brand? What happens to us?" Eric, as always, became the internet's comic relief. One gossip outlet reported him asking, "Wait, does this mean Dad would be single again?" The line, real or not, instantly turned into meme gold, with Twitter users joking about Trump joining dating apps or starring in a Bachelor White House edition spinoff. But the most poignant part of the family fracture centered on Barron. Though kept private, whispers swirled that he was feeling the tension. According to one supposed friend, Barron allegedly said, "I just don't want people laughing at us anymore." That line spread like wildfire, sparking sympathy across social media. Fans reposted it with captions like "Protect Barron at all costs" and "The real victim of the circus." Beyond the immediate family, Melania's own circle allegedly grew more vocal. Some claimed her parents had urged her to leave, tired of seeing her humiliated. "You've done your duty," her mother allegedly told her. "Now do what makes you happy." And then there were the whispers about legal consultations. One tabloid claimed Melania had been spotted meeting with a high-profile divorce attorney in New York. The report was never confirmed, but that didn't matter. Headlines, like Melania's exit plan and Trump marriage on the brink, were plastered everywhere. Political commentators debated whether a divorce could hurt Trump's influence, with one analyst saying, "It would be catastrophic, not politically, but personally. His brand is strength, and divorce screams weakness." The drama reached another level when alleged transcripts of a heated family argument surfaced. The alleged transcript dominated the tabloids, with dramatized reenactments airing on late-night television. Memes showed Melania's calm line, "The shouting never stops," over photos of her poker face at past public events. The world couldn't get enough. Outside the family, allies were reportedly panicking. Political strategists allegedly urged Trump to stage a joint appearance with Melania to quash the rumors. But Melania's resistance made it impossible. One insider claimed she flatly refused, saying, "I will not play the prop anymore." Meanwhile, the Kardashian-Jenner family somehow found themselves dragged into the mix again. Gossip blogs claimed, Kris Jenner joked to friends, "If she divorces him, I'll sign her to Hulu tomorrow." The line went viral, further blending Hollywood gossip with Washington drama. The fractures were clear. Melania's alleged fury, Ivanka's pragmatic defense, Don Jr.'s combative stance, Eric's clueless humor, and Barron's quiet discomfort painted a picture of a family at war with itself. The Trump marriage was no longer just a private matter. It had become a public soap opera, with each family member cast in a role they could not escape. The whispers of divorce had not only shaken political circles, they had cracked open the Trump dynasty itself, leaving the world to wonder what betrayals, leaks, and explosive confrontations might come next. By the time the divorce whispers reached their third week, the story was no longer just a rumor. It was a wildfire, blazing across tabloids, late-night shows, and social media feeds around the world. And nothing fans the flames of gossip more than betrayal and leaks. The first blow came in the form of an alleged legal document. A gossip site claimed it had obtained a draft of Melania's exit agreement, complete with details about custody, property splits, and financial settlements. The supposed document, riddled with redactions, made headlines instantly. Phrases like mutual respect, confidentiality clauses, and Barron's well-being were quoted everywhere. Though no one could confirm its authenticity, the very idea that Melania might have an escape plan was enough to send the internet into overdrive. Fans were shocked. Emotions ran high. Critics insisted the document was proof the marriage was crumbling, while supporters dismissed it as a forged stunt designed to embarrass Trump. Next came the alleged recordings. A blurry audio clip, posted anonymously on Twitter, claimed to capture a heated argument at Mar-a-Lago. The audio clip went viral overnight, spreading across TikTok with dramatic subtitles and slow-motion edits. Some users even set the alleged argument to sad piano music, while others reenacted it with comedic flair. It didn't matter if it was real or fabricated. The world was hooked. Insiders whispered about betrayal from within Trump's inner circle. Some claimed Melania's confidants were leaking details to the press, while others suggested one of Trump's longtime aides had turned against him. "There's a mole in the palace," one tabloid screamed, dubbing the mystery leaker the ghost of Mar-a-Lago. Even more shocking were the celebrity reactions. A-list stars jumped in, making the scandal a trending topic beyond politics. One pop icon tweeted, "Melania, blink twice if you want out." Another actress posted an Instagram story with the caption, "Divorce him, queen, the world will cheer." Their comments only fueled the narrative that Melania was a sympathetic figure trapped in a gilded cage. Late-night comedians had a field day. One joked, "Trump and Melania splitting? That's not a divorce, that's a ratings juggernaut." Another quipped, "If he's single again, Tinder better add a new category, billionaire politicians in denial." But while the world laughed, whispers grew darker. A rumor surfaced that Melania had secretly consulted with divorce lawyers in Europe, away from the US media spotlight. Another report claimed she was already living in a separate wing of Mar-a-Lago with Barron, refusing to eat dinners with Donald. Alleged friends said she had never looked more determined to break free. The alleged leaks grew even juicier when a supposed friend of Melania shared text messages with a gossip columnist. In one, Melania allegedly wrote, "Every day I stay, I lose more of myself. It cannot go on forever." Another read, "He says it's fake news, but I am living it." Screenshots of these texts circulated across Twitter and Instagram, with fans reposting them thousands of times. Trump, of course, fired back. At a rally, he roared, "These people are sick. They invent stories about my marriage. Fake documents, fake audio, fake text, all fake. My wife loves me and I love her. That's the truth." His supporters erupted in cheers, waving signs reading "MAGA marriage strong." But critics pointed out that Melania was, once again, nowhere to be seen. The absence only fueled the storm. "If everything's fine, where is she?" one pundit asked on live television. Another replied, "Maybe she's packing." Meanwhile, Ivanka reportedly grew more frustrated. According to one source, she told Donald, "Every time you deny it, you make it bigger. Stop feeding it." Trump allegedly snapped back, "If I don't talk, they'll say I'm guilty. I have to fight." Their supposed argument leaked too, only adding to the circus. Don Jr. allegedly ranted to friends that the leaks were killing the brand and begged his father to shut it down. Eric reportedly asked once again if the legal documents were real this time, sparking another round of memes online. And Barron? Whispers suggested he avoided family dinners altogether, spending more time with Melania in private. Beyond the family, Washington insiders were buzzing. Politicians debated whether a Trump divorce would hurt his influence. One strategist quipped, "Forget policy. People only care if he's sleeping on the couch." Another warned, "If she leaves, the optics are disastrous. Strong men don't get dumped." And then came the most explosive twist, a supposed interview teaser. A tabloid released a promo claiming that a close confidant of Melania was ready to speak on live television, promising the truth about her marriage. The dramatic teaser clip showed only a shadowed silhouette and a distorted voice saying, "She told me she's already gone. The papers are the only thing left." The internet exploded. Was this the final nail in the coffin? Or just another stunt to keep the rumor mill churning? Fans debated furiously, celebrities weighed in again, and political commentators warned that this was more than just gossip. It was a full-blown crisis for the Trump image. The whispers had escalated into roars. Alleged legal documents, explosive. Audio, leaked texts, celebrity reactions, and betrayal rumors had turned the divorce whispers into one of the most sensational sagas of the year. The denials were louder than ever, but so were the leaks. And with a shadowy confidant ready to speak, the stage was set for the ultimate unraveling. The public spectacle, where the truth, or at least the most dramatic version of it, would finally be revealed. By now, the whispers of divorce had grown so deafening that they could no longer be contained behind the golden gates of Mar-a-Lago. What started as speculation had mutated into a full-scale cultural event, a saga so big it felt less like politics and more like the finale of a reality show. And like all finales, the public wanted one thing: spectacle. The alleged interview with Melania's confidant aired first. The program opened with dim lights, a shadowed figure, and a distorted voice that immediately captured millions of viewers. The alleged transcript dominated tabloids, fueling another cycle of analysis and reenactments. TikTok actors delivered Melania's icy line with dramatic music, and fans declared it the line of the year. And then came the ultimate public spectacle, a joint appearance. Pressured by advisors, Trump and Melania were spotted together at a charity gala. The cameras went wild. Trump smiled and waved, his hand extended toward Melania. She accepted, but only briefly. Photographers swore she pulled her hand away seconds later, her face frozen in its familiar stoic expression. The clip was replayed, endlessly, memes labeling it the coldest touch in history. The fallout from that night was immediate. Some argued the joint appearance was proof the divorce whispers were exaggerated. Others said it was the clearest evidence yet of a fractured marriage. For once, both sides seemed to agree on one thing. The marriage was no longer just personal. It was a public drama, unfolding in real time. Even Barron, who had been shielded from the spotlight, became part of the narrative. A blurry photo showed him walking with Melania, expression somber. Fans flooded social media with sympathy, writing captions like "Barron deserves peace" and "the silent victim of America's loudest divorce rumor." As the spectacle unfolded, Washington insiders whispered about political consequences. One strategist warned, "If this becomes real, it's a branding disaster. Divorce signals weakness." Another countered, "Or it makes him human. Scandals only make him stronger." The debate only added another layer to the soap opera. The whispers had become roars, the denials had become outbursts, and the marriage, at the center of it all, had become less about love and more about optics, power, and survival. The alleged leaks, public appearances, and viral protests had turned Trump and Melania's private lives into a stage play the world couldn't stop watching. The question hanging in the air was no longer, is divorce coming? But rather, when the curtain finally falls, what will the last act look like?